Are you ready to learn some real life English with comprehensible input? Well, good, because today we are going to talk about a subject that is very important: how to be more happy. Let's go. Hey guys, it is your English speaking friend, Kyle. And today we're going to continue improving our English with comprehensible input. What is comprehensible input? Comprehensible input is when a native speaker, like me, speaks slowly and clearly so that you can understand. And guys, today we're going to talk about how to be a happier person, how to smile more, how to feel better, how to be a happier person. Now guys, the way to be a happier person, just drink good coffee. If you have good coffee in your life, you'll be a happier person. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Just kidding guys. Coffee does make me happy, but maybe I'm a weirdo. Anyway guys, I'm making this video because so many of you really enjoyed the video about anxiety. So I thought I would make more videos like that where I share the things that I learned in my life that have helped me so much, from my hard times, from my struggles, from the difficult things in my past, the lessons that I have learned that helped me to be a better person. I want to share those with you guys. So let's talk about the things that I have learned that are essential, in my opinion, for being a happier person and just being a better person, really. And guys, the honest truth is, for a large part of my life, I was not a happy person. If you look at the pictures of me when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I was never smiling. I wasn't a very confident person. I just wasn't happy, guys. And it was because I didn't know these things. I didn't know these lessons. Nobody taught them to me. So I walked around in a bad mood a lot of the time, guys. So maybe I'm hoping that you will hear these things that I have learned that have made my life better. And maybe some of you guys will say, hey, I never thought about it like that. Maybe I could change this little thing and feel a lot better about myself, be happier. Because guys, that's what we need in this world. We need people that are happy, that are confident, that care about each other and care about themselves. Because that's where it all starts, guys. If you can't care about yourself, how can you care about anybody else? So this video is going to be how to take care of yourself so that you'll be a happier person. Go out there in the world, spread some joy and spread some love. That's what it's all about, guys. So guys, we'll start out with some simple things and then we'll get deeper and deeper into some things that are the more higher level lessons that I learned and the more difficult ones. So let's start with one that is really important nowadays, in this day and age that we are in, guys, and it's social media. And I'll start by saying this. If you are using social media to learn something, like watching things in English or learning how to fix things, learning whatever it is that you want to learn to improve yourself, you're using it right. If you're using social media to make money, to help your business, to make content like this that makes you money, you're using it right. If you're using it to help people, to teach people like this, you're using it right. But if you were just scrolling on your phone, on Facebook, wasting hours at a time, you're using it wrong, guys. And not only are you wasting your time, but it literally makes you a less happy person. Now, why is that? Well, a lot of people look on Instagram, and they say a beautiful woman, and they say, why doesn't my body look like that? How come her teeth are whiter than mine? How come her hair is pretty? Or guys, we'll see another guy and he has big muscles. He has awesome ab muscles and he's super handsome. He's driving an awesome car. And then we think, hey, I don't have that body. I don't have that car. My girlfriend doesn't look like his girlfriend. So you think my life is terrible. That guy has an awesome life. That girl has an awesome life. My life stinks. Guys, when we say something stinks, it's like PU, it smells bad. But we use that a lot to describe things that are not good. Oh, that stinks, man. That's a bad situation. That situation stinks. So that's one of the downsides of social media, is that if you look at these people and compare yourself to them, sometimes it makes us not feel good, guys. And when I was starting in the language learning journey on YouTube, I watched everybody on YouTube Pablo Roman, Steve Kaufman. There's a really cool guy called Luca Lamparelli, I think is his name. All of these polyglots. These guys speak 10 languages, 15 languages. At first I was like, wow, I only speak one language. And then I learned Spanish. I was like, I only speak two. Now I need to learn more to be cool like these guys. So guys, if you see somebody doing something awesome on social media, just be happy for them. Just be happy for them and don't compare yourself, because if you compare yourself, you're gonna feel bad sometimes. And the truth is, guys, a lot of these people are faking. That's not their car. That's not their girlfriend. That's a model who they paid for the photo shoot. They rented that car for the photo shoot. A lot of these people are not living the life that they're showing on social media. So never compare yourself to somebody who you see online. It's not healthy and it will not make you happier. The next thing, guys, about social media that I have learned is that on Facebook especially, when I used to look on Facebook, I don't get on Facebook anymore, guys, but when I used to get on Facebook and look at the people I know around here, family, they're all sharing their opinions and what they're doing, I realized, guys, it hit me one day. I realized it clicked. Every time I get on this Facebook app and look, I see something that makes me mad. I see something that changes my emotional state and angers me. Now, it could be somebody sharing an opinion about politics that upsets you. They could be talking about a topic that is super polarizing, like abortion or stuff like that, where people have a really strong opinion either way, or about Donald Trump. Now, these issues are important, but it's not important to fight about them on Facebook. It's not important to look at them and get upset about them on Facebook, okay? So I realized I'm going on this thing every day and seeing things that are making me mad, and I realized I want no part of that. And guys, ever since I stopped going on Facebook and seeing all these things, my life got so much better, and I felt so much more at peace because I was not exposing myself to all that negativity every day. So guys, a general rule is if you are not using social media to learn or to make money, you need to use it much, much less, okay? And the truth is, a lot of people say, oh, I just get on here to keep in touch with my friends and family. Well, guys, honestly, if it's somebody who's important, you probably have their number in your phone. You could send them a message, a text, a WhatsApp, and it's a much healthier way to communicate, guys. Social media can really make you a less happy person. That's something that I have learned. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think social media is making your life better or worse? Okay, guys, this next one is a little bit deeper, and it's a very important skill that I have learned that has changed my life. And it'll help you to be a better person, a more compassionate person, to make friends easier, and to forgive people. And what it is do not judge other people. Okay? Judging other people means you're saying, oh, you're bad because you do this. You're bad because you think that way. You're bad because you are this. Guys, when we judge other people, we're really mad at them because something they're doing is reminding us about something that we hate in ourselves a lot of times. A lot of times, guys. The reason that somebody upsets us because of something they do, it could be a weakness that we know deep down we have, or something about ourselves that we don't like. So we're judging them and acting like we're better than them. Guys, it's a big one. Really is a big one. And guys, really thinking about this and stop judging other people has helped me to see the world in a lot of different ways, all right? Now, I don't get into politics, guys, on this channel, and I never will. But there's been a lot of political chaos in the United States in the last 10 years, okay? And a lot of people have literally stopped talking to their loved ones. Children have stopped talking to their parents. Parents have stopped talking to their children. Brothers have stopped talking to their sisters just because of who somebody voted for. Okay, and it's because you're judging them. Oh, you voted for Donald Trump. That means you're an ignorant, racist, uneducated person. Oh, you voted for Joe Biden. That means you're a liberal and you want illegal immigration to come and you want abortions. These are all judgments, guys. And it comes from not being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. That's a good expression that we use in English, guys. We say, put yourself in their shoes. And it means to put yourself in the position that that person is in and try and see the world from their point of view. And guys, if you could see the world from that person's point of view, you wouldn't be judging them. If you could see how bad they feel inside, you wouldn't be judging them. If you could see the painful experiences in their past that make them act the way they act, you wouldn't be judging them. So my friends, be open-minded. Don't judge people, okay? There's a lot of things that we judge people about. We judge people about their religion, their sexuality, if they do something that we consider bad. But what we don't think about is that's another human being, guys. They were a child once, and maybe bad things happened to them. They went through hard times just like I did, just like you did. And those hard times shaped them into the person they are. Their experiences in life shaped them into the person who sees the world that they do. So guys, don't judge people. Try and see the world from their point of view. Try to understand them a little better, and you'll be a much happier person, because judging somebody never will make you happier. I see people all the time, and my first instinct is to judge. Like, if you're in a big city and you see people on drugs, you start to think, oh man, the city's terrible now. There's all these terrible people. But if that person's walking around like a zombie on drugs, guys, probably terrible, terrible things happen in their past to make them into that person now. And guys, we walk through Chicago and people always ask for money, the people who are homeless or the people who are obviously drug addicts. And the adults, we walk right past them. But my son Connor, we walked right past and a lady asked if there was any money, some older lady. We kept walking because unfortunately, guys, that's normal in the big city. And my son looked up at me and he said, Dad, didn't you see that woman who was asking for money? Shouldn't we help her? And guys, that made me feel good because my son looked at that woman and didn't judge her. He looked at a human being lovingly and wanted to help them. So guys, don't judge. Be like Connor. So I gave him a little bit of money. He went and gave it to the lady, and I'm sure that made that woman feel good somewhere deep down. So don't judge, lest you be judged. Who knows who said that? Who knows? Okay guys, let's see which is my next one I wanted to talk about on my little list here. Social media, don't judge people. Be who you want to be. Now guys, parents want the best for their children. Family members want the best for you. Your husband and your wife, they want the best for you. But sometimes they're thinking about what they want for you and not what you want. Now that's something that we all have to learn as we become adults. This one is super important for the younger people out there. Guys, you have to respect your parents, but you also have to become your own person. And guess what? There's going to be times when the people who care about us, they want something for us because they think it's right, but they could be wrong too. And there's a couple situations, guys, where I followed my heart. I didn't do what the people around me were telling me to do. And later on, my mom told me, I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. You were right. And guys, that's from following your heart and doing what you know you need to do, being the person that you know you need to be. And if my mom's watching, she'll know what that time was. But guys, it's so important that you become the person who you're supposed to be, who you know in your heart that you want to be, that you go after your dreams, even if the people around you tell you that you shouldn't do it. And guys, a long time ago, I wanted to be a chef so bad, but there were people in my life that told me, oh, you can't do that because they work a lot of hours and we have other responsibilities right now. We need money now, so you can't go to the school and become a chef. And guys, I often think about what my life would have been like had I chased my dream and become a chef in the big city, And for a long time, that made me depressed. It made me depressed, guys, that I didn't follow my dreams. And there's been a couple of dreams I've had in my life that I didn't follow because I was scared of what other people would think of me. And I didn't do what my heart was telling me to do. And it never made me happy, guys. It made me feel terrible. It made me feel like I was wasting my life. It made me feel like I was living somebody else's life because I was doing what other people wanted me to do. So guys, this one could be two different things. Be yourself, but also stop caring about what other people think, all right? Stop worrying about what other people think, because everybody's got an opinion, guys. And the truth is, besides the people who really, really love you, you know, your mom, your dad, your siblings, who cares what the rest of the world thinks? Guys, if you're always worried, oh, I can't do this because I'll look silly, or those people will think I'm dumb, nothing great would ever happen. No beautiful art would ever be made if Vincent van Gogh was worried about what people would say about his painting, okay? No cool YouTube videos would be made. You know, if I was always worried about, oh, I'm gonna look silly, they won't think I'm funny, they'll think I'm dumb. Guys, I do something silly in most of my videos because I'm being me and I don't care what people think. And guys, I'm so much happier that I could be myself and I'm not scared what other people think. And I want that for every one of you. You know, a lot of people probably would be doing more creative things, but it holds them back. They're held back by fear of what other people will think or say. And you just have to be yourself. Even if people don't like it, be yourself. All right, guys. So another super, super important one for me is to get out into nature. And you guys see, I make a lot of my videos walking around in the woods, like where I'm at right now. I'm actually a little bit lost right now, guys. I'll find my way back, don't worry. But the thing is, guys, when you're out in nature, it's almost a form of meditation. You're not playing on your phone. You're not worried about the social media stuff. You're not worried about, you know, work or any of your responsibilities. Just found this little feather, guys. Beautiful little feather. A lot of pretty birds in these woods. You can hear them maybe. Tiny little feather. But anyway, guys, nature is a form of connecting with the world, okay? If you believe in God, I think that being in nature is a way of connecting with the Creator, with God, with His creation. And if you don't believe in God, then it's just a form of meditating. It's just a simple way to come out, take away all the stimulus from the modern world, and let your brain calm down, guys. People are supposed to be in nature, guys. Only in the last several hundred years have we started creating this kind of technology that we have in all the big cities and things. People for thousands of years have been walking around the woods, seeing nature, seeing animals, seeing trees, okay? So it is so good for your mind to go out in the woods. And guys, it has always been something for me that calms me down, makes me feel better. Some of my best ideas, guys, come from walking around in the woods without listening to music. You know, just being alone with my thoughts is really good for my mental health. It always has been, and it always makes me feel happier. So, guys, spend a little bit of time out in nature, and you might be surprised how happy you feel when you see a beautiful bird, or you see a deer, or you see a flower. It helps you to appreciate the little things, guys. Spend some time in nature. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to tell you guys. I was talking earlier about, you know, don't judge on social media, because sometimes the people are being fake and not doing what they say they're doing. Well, here's an example, guys. I'm not in the woods. I'm in my backyard. That's my house. Don't believe what you see on social media, guys. That's another lesson for you. All right, guys, I'm in my car now. I had to go pick Connor up from school. He's at school right now, and the parents have to come here and wait a little bit early. So when the kids come out, we're here to pick them up. So guys, the last one I want to talk about, and you know, there's millions of things, guys. You know, spend more time with your family, laugh more. There's so many things. These are just a few of the ones that I learned the hard way and that I think people don't think about as much. So, you know, there's definitely many other things. And you know what? I would like you guys to write in the comments your tips for being happier too, because maybe you've thought of something that I never thought of. I might read your comment and be like, wow, I need to start doing that. Anyway, guys, the last one, and this one is so important and so difficult. This one might be the hardest one, guys. You have to cut toxic people out of your life. What is a toxic person? Well, toxic means that something is like poisonous. If you eat it, it'll make you sick or kill you. Toxic people are people who are just poison for your life. Okay, we say a toxic relationship is when two people that are in a relationship are always fighting. They yell at each other. They call each other names. Guys, camera wife and I were watching a show last night about relationships, and these people were calling each other bad names, bad words, yelling at each other. I looked at her and I said, I just realized I have never ever called you a bad name, and she's never called me one either. And I was like, wow. You see so many people in bad relationships cussing at each other, saying bad words to each other. And I'm just so happy that my wife and I have never ever called each other bad names. So guys, cutting toxic people out of your life means you stop spending time with these people, you stop talking to them. And now you're thinking, well, obviously I'm not going to spend time with people who are mean to me. But the thing about this is, guys, I mean, you have to cut people out of your life who are not good for your life, even if it's been your friend since you were 5 years old, even if it's your brother or your cousin. Guys, you have to get these bad people out of your life. And the way that I learned this, guys, was the friends that I grew up with, the friends that I spent all my time with in high school and in my early 20s. All they ever wanted to do, guys, was go out and drink alcohol, talk about the same things that we were talking about all of our lives. They never want to learn new things. They never want to do new things. They never want to travel. They never want to make themselves better. And I realized, guys, if I keep spending my time around these people, I'm going to be just like them. And the honest truth is, I don't want to be like those people. I want to improve. I want to be a better person. I don't want to spend all my time at a bar, around the same people, talking about the same things that aren't even interesting to me. I want to see the world. And I realize these people do not share those thoughts. They don't think the way I do. And being around them brings me down, guys. Now, this could be your family. Let me tell you the honest truth, guys. If your mother and father think different from you, you still have to take care of them, okay? You still have to love and honor your parents. But you don't have to go see your cousin if your cousin is a loser who does drugs and calls you bad names just because your aunt will get upset if you stop hanging out with them. You're going to have to be real and be honest and talk to yourself and tell yourself, hey, this person is bad for me. They're toxic, and I don't want to be around that kind of person. And if your aunt has a problem with that, you say, hey, your son's a loser. Why did you raise a loser? It's not my fault that you raised a kid who only wants to do drugs and, hang around other people who do bad things. I'm not going to be around that person. I have goals in my life, and I'm not spending my time with somebody who doesn't. Guys, this is something that I'm sure you've heard before, but many people, successful people, say that you become the 5 people who you spend the most time with, okay? So this means if you spend all your time with people who just want to do bad things and sit around and play video games, that's what you'll become too, guys. If you spend all of your time with successful people who are doing the things that you want to do, who are living the life of the person who you want to become, you will learn from them. You'll start to pick up their habits and the way they act, and you'll become more like them, more successful. Now, maybe you don't know anybody like that yet, but the first step is cutting out the bad people who you don't want to be like, okay? I don't spend all my time around successful people because there's not a lot around me, okay? It's hard to find people who think like that. But what I can do is cut out the people who bring me down, okay? The people who are always talking negatively. The people who, every time they open their mouth, they're saying a bad word, or they're complaining, or they're saying something negative about somebody else. They're judging somebody else. I can cut those people out because I don't want to be around that. I want to be around kind people, positive people, confident people, people with goals, people who are open-minded, open to learning new things, who don't judge others. And guys, once I stopped hanging around these people, being around these people who are so negative, it made me a much more positive person, and I could start to fill my mind with positive ideas from books, from listening to positive people, watching positive people who I admire on YouTube. And, then when you do find somebody who thinks like you, try and make a friendship with that kind of person, because that's who you need in your life. All right? All right, guys. I hope this video has been useful in some way. I know there's been plenty of good English in it. And I'm not trying to say, guys, oh, I'm awesome. Listen to me. I know all these things. Guys, all I'm talking about is what I've learned from the millions of mistakes that I've made. Guys, when I was in my early 20s, you would not have liked me. You would not have respected me. Okay? I was one of those losers too, I was just thinking about having fun and doing dumb stuff all the time, guys. I wasn't learning every day. I was wasting my time. I wasn't building myself up as a man. I don't like the person I was back then, but I changed it and I got away from all those negative influences. And now when I look in the mirror, I do like the person who I see looking back at me. And that's the goal, guys, to feel comfortable with yourself, to respect yourself, to love yourself. And then when you can do that, the rest of the world will respect you too. And you'll be a lot happier person. All right, guys, I hope this video was useful. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking and talking and talking, but it's weird when you're a creator. Sometimes the videos that you're making them and you're thinking, oh, nobody's going to like this. Nobody's really going to understand what I'm talking about. This is going to be a bad video. It's not going to get many views. Sometimes those are the ones that get a bunch of views and that people really like. So I hope this is the case of one of those. Hope you guys found some value in this. Thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate every single one of you. That means you, the person watching this video right now. Love yourself, respect yourself, and be a little bit better every day. I will see you in the next video.